A lot of things have changed recently. Okay, so first of all, hi. If you don't know me, I'm Coach Bronson. I've been doing fitness and nutrition coaching for about 12 years, little over 12. Uh, I've been carnivore for almost 5 years. Can you believe almost 5 years, guys? May 1st this year will be 5 years of me not eating vegetables. I think I maybe had veggies 3 times, like a bite of something just to try it and see how it came out somewhere, like whatever, I don't know, maybe 3 bites of veggies in 5 years. It's crazy. Okay. I eat beef, I eat eggs, and that's pretty much it. I love lamb, I do butter, I don't do honey, I do coffee. I do coffee. What's up, Rita? How you doing? Nice to have you on. As you're coming on, guys, I may not keep up with everyone that comes on, but feel free to ask questions at any time throughout this broadcast, this live. It's a question and answer, open question and answer. I'm going to be talking about stuff. Feel free to interrupt me and ask a question. That's what I'm here for. Okay. Facebook user. I really wish this app would tell me who you, if you're on Facebook, tell me type your name so I know who you are. All it says is Facebook user. I don't know who that is. So hi, Facebook user. All right. So what was I talking about? Oh, I eat meat. I don't eat veggies. I'm 50 years old. I'm in the best shape of my life, and I love how everything goes, how I feel. Carnivore Latino, what's up? Serena, what's going on? Adriana, 2000. Hello to you. My mother. So apparently everyone Facebook user is my mom. Hi, Mom. Jazz Puppy, what's going on? Good to have everybody. Okay, changes. We're talking about change. So I'm going to be talking about dealing with change while you guys ask questions. Interrupt me. We'll go back and forth. If you really want the whole information, you have to watch the whole live because it may take me a while to get to my point. That's just how things go. That's how things go on Tuesday night. Okay. People ask questions. I stop what I'm talking about and answer the question. Wait, we got the first question. I remember seeing you say you had gut issues. What were they and how long to notice improvement? Okay. Price Action Captain Will. I'm going to assume that this is Will with all of that big name. So, Captain Will. The issues that I was having, my life was pretty much controlled by how close I was to a bathroom. If I knew where a bathroom was, how quickly I could get there, having to go before I left anywhere. Like I couldn't get in a plane, a train, an automobile, a bus, go for a long walk. I can do anything because I never knew when and if the urge was going to come. And if the urge came, I had to go. Like it wasn't I feel like I might have to go sometime soon. It was, this is happening right now. You don't have a choice. Whatever it is you're doing, you have to stop. And that's what you're doing. So the amount of stress and anxiety that I was living with, which I didn't even realize at the time, it was just, I just thought that's what life was like. And that's a really big aspect of people's ability to recognize the pain that they're living in. I didn't recognize the pain I was living in until it was gone, right? It wasn't until really that, it was about 3 months that I noticed it. It was probably, and I've talked about this on some of the videos and interviews I do. What's up, Michelle? The issues themselves, as far as my bloating, my pain, my urgent bowels, the discomfort, all of the stuff that I do with the IBS and urgent bowels that I was dealing with, it probably all disappeared within a month, maybe 6 months, if not sooner than that. I didn't really notice it for a good 3 months. It was about 3 months in that I was like, hey, wait a second. I'm still in the habit of going to the bathroom every time before I go to work, going to the bathroom as soon as I get to work, having to stop sometimes on the way because I felt like I might have to go, right? So just on the way to work, there was 3 bathroom trips in the 30 minutes between me leaving the house and getting to work, right? So that type of a thing, that's the lifestyle I was living. So I was still in the habit of thinking about where's the bathroom, thinking about going to try, thinking about these things and doing these things out of habit because I've been doing it for years. It was about 3 months in where I realized, I'm doing all this stuff, but I haven't needed to go. I'm prepared in case it's there. I'm going to try, but I haven't needed to. I'm going way less. And then wait, I've actually only gone like once a day for the last week. That's weird. And then there were times, in the first 6 months, it was like, hey, I've only gone once every 2 days for a couple of weeks. It's like, wait, this is a whole different thing. I don't know what's going on. I don't understand what's happening, but I liked it because it took the anxiety and stress. My anxiety and stress level went down so much just from not having to poop all the time. Guys, you have no idea. And not just poop all the time, but just have to feel like you have to go right this second, no matter what's going on. That was a game changer. I didn't have 150, 200, 300 pounds to lose. Okay. I have a 70-pound drop, right? I lost 70 pounds in my journey. At one point in time, I was almost 250 pounds. Okay. I'm about 180, 185 now. I've gotten down to 165. Too small for me. I don't like being that small. I had to get back up a little. 185 is a really good, happy place for me. But that relief of anxiety and relief of stress, I equate very similarly to the transition that people make in their relief of anxiety and stress from losing 100 pounds, 150 pounds, 200 pounds. The control that you don't have over your own life because of a physical limitation is why I'm doing this right now, because I want people to understand that it doesn't matter what it is, you can get your control back. Physical, mental, metabolic, weight. There's so many different things that people are held back in their lives from, and you can get the control back. And that's part of the story for me. So that's where that comes from, guys. As far as my gut stuff goes, it took probably 6 weeks. I didn't notice it for about 3 months. But here's the thing. That was 5 years ago. I have not had an issue with it since. I'm at a point now which still messes with my head where I can be on a hike. I can be in the car, on a plane. I can be wherever. I got stuck in traffic last week and a half ago. And I was like, I'm stuck in traffic. I feel like I have to go to the bathroom. And in the past, that would have absolutely, I would have gone into a panic attack. I'm gonna poop my pants. I'm gonna have to get out the car, find a bush on the side of the road somewhere. Hopefully, I used to always carry, right, which I don't anymore. So that would have been really bad. I used to always have toilet paper, paper towels, or wipes in my car all the time because I never knew where I may have to stop on the side of the road to go to the bathroom. Okay. So if anybody's dealing with that, anybody's dealing with any kind of gut issues, discomfort, bloating, bowel issues, just whatever, I can tell you right now, get rid of the plants, eat more meat, and you're going to see huge, huge changes. That is going to change your life. Absolutely. Okay. Let's see. Hey, Kimba, how you doing? Joyce, what's going on? Andrea, hey. Jazz Puppy, what's up? Facebook user. Okay, I got another Facebook user. All right, I need direction. I'm 3 years carnivore strictly. I was working out in the gym, but just broke my hand/wrist. Still trying to lose weight. Can you direct me to a female practitioner? FYI, great progress in other areas. Glad your IBS is better. So sad others don't get that this is possible. Okay. I don't know where you live, so I'm not sure where. I don't know where you live, Facebook user. I'm sorry, I don't have your name because Facebook doesn't give me names. You should be able to, if you're asking for nutrition, I can help you with that. My girlfriend, Coach Nat, if you don't know her, she can help you with that. If you're looking for a combination of how can I work out with a broken wrist, nutrition, whatever, I'm not sure exactly what you're looking for. There's a lot of different ways that I can help you. If you have something specific that you think is the best fit kind of program for you, then let me know and I can refer you to whomever. There's a ton of people out there. There's a ton of people out there that have different niches and specialties that we can find. I guarantee you we can find someone that you can work with. Okay. And just so you know, 85, 90% of my clientele are women. So even though I'm not a woman, I have a lot of experience working with women. So if that helps at all. Okay. Kimba, been doing keto, carnivore, strict for 4.5 months, working out, lifting, training zone, lifting 2 to 3 times a week, zone training almost. Whoa, my thing just moved. Every day, not overeating. Will the weight come off soon? May have been pre-diabetic. Okay. I can't tell you when the weight's going to come off. I can tell you that worrying about the weight isn't going to help you. Okay. Doing things to try and lose weight isn't going to help you. Okay. Weight isn't the problem. You have excess weight because your metabolism is not working properly. You haven't been doing things to keep it working properly. What you've been eating, your lifestyle, something that you've had in your life has prevented your body from doing what it wants to do. Okay. So what you need to focus on is letting your body work the way it's supposed to work and doing the things to facilitate that process. Okay. You're on the right path. Keto is step number 1. Exercise is step number 2. You're doing both of those things. More sleep is something that you can do. Being consistent with what you're eating and being consistent with what you're doing as far as weight training, something you can do. You don't need to do cardio every day. I highly recommend you probably stop doing cardio and only do cardio on the days that you're not lifting. So if you're lifting 3 days a week, do cardio 2 days a week. Take 2 days and rest your body. Rest your body. Okay. You cannot, everyone needs to hear me. You cannot improve the function of a system while the system is working. You have to bring the system down. Anybody ever get a notice your mail system is going down? Your this web server is going down at 12 o'clock on Monday, right? Whatever it is, you can't update your computer and load patches while it's running. You have to reboot it. You have to turn it off and let it start up again. You have to do the same thing with your body. You can't patch your body while your body's working. So in order for you to fix your metabolism, okay, you have to take some days off. Okay. That's the step number 1. Hey, Denise, what's going on? Okay. Wait, hold on. I'll get back to you in a second, Denise. Kimba, no, I stopped during the lockdown. I was doing all the things and a beast prior to lockdown. Okay. Small bouts of AMRAPs. Okay. So what, okay. But it's still cardio. So if you're lifting 3 days a week and you're doing HIIT 5 days a week every day, you said every day, I believe, that's too much. Okay. Focus on what can I do to improve how my body's functioning. 3 days a week of strength training, 2 or 3 days a week max of some kind of metabolic conditioning, that would be fine. I think at a minimum, you need 2 days, 1 day of active recovery. Maybe you do some stretching, do some mobility, and 1 day of absolutely nothing. Okay. So just something to think about. You got to give your body rest. Okay. Focusing on building lean mass is going to change your body fat percentage. Focusing on building lean mass is going to increase your body's ability to manage fuel. Once you start getting on, it's going to increase your mitochondrial density. It's going to increase autophagy. It's going to increase every single thing that you could possibly think of that is metabolic in nature. Exercise and building muscle is going to improve every single thing. Okay, that's why I like exercise more than fasting, because exercise not only does all the same things as fasting, but it improves physical function and physical ability and independence at the same time, because you're improving what your body can actually physically do in the process. Okay, that's why for me, exercise is always the number one thing. If you're not exercising, I don't care what other hack you're doing or technique you're doing, you're missing the biggest thing, the largest, biggest elephant in the room. You're just walking right by it. Okay. So that's that. Denise, okay, what are you saying? Okay, you're gonna contact me after surgery. That's great. Cool. Let's see. Somebody's just joined the coaching program, the beginner program. Link to private Facebook seems not to work. Facebook user who's stuck trying to get to the members only Facebook group, send me your name, post your name, comment your name so I can look you up and make sure you get the right link. Okay. Or just shoot me an email. You should have an email and welcome email. Just respond to that and shoot me an email and say, hey, I'm trying to get into the group. I can't figure it out. And I'll get you all set up. Okay. No big deal. All right. We got questions. We got some more questions. Let's see here. Okay. Everybody said hi. We got Kimba. We got Facebook user. Let's see. We got Instagram questions. Sharon. Wait, hold on. We got some more. Whoa. Let's see. Michelle says lowcarbpractitioners.com. Okay, I didn't know about that website. Thank you, Michelle. Lowcarbpractitioners.com is a place to go look for primary care physicians. My son is on the weightlifting team. He was told he needs to gain 9 more pounds. What would you recommend him to? Eat his butt off. That's what he needs to do, is eat his butt off. Who's asking this? Andrina? And I'm not sure how to pronounce your name, but Adriana, 2000. How old is your son? That's the question I have. If he's on the weightlifting team, I'm assuming he's probably in high school. If he needs to gain weight, it can be all muscle. Just tell him to eat more. Just tell him to eat as much as he wants to eat. The awesome thing about being a kid, being young, is he's growing, right? He's developing. He needs more. So not only does he need the sustenance to survive, but he can afford a whole lot more protein and fat and everything because his body is churning through material. Okay. The more you feed him, the more he's going to grow. He's going to get jacked. Give him all the meat. Just buy it and let him and watch him grow. Sharon Brown, been doing Dr. Boz keto, but started training for a triathlon. Hey, all right. Had a trainer for 2 weeks. During this training, my glucose went over, right? No, you don't. Okay. Big misconception, guys. Your glucose going up during training means that you are metabolically flexible. That is what you want. You want your body to produce glucose on its own when you're training. That's what it's supposed to do. That's what it is supposed to do. You do not, as an athlete particularly, nobody in general, but you as an athlete do not want to be in ketosis all the time. The primary fuel for your muscle is glycogen. If you do not have glycogen, if your body's not creating glycogen, then you have a major system in your body that's not working properly. Okay? You want your glucose to go up when you exercise. It's not a bad thing. Don't be afraid of it. Okay? Gluconeogenesis is there for a reason. Without gluconeogenesis, we couldn't be ketogenic. Think about that. If our body didn't create glycogen, we would have to eat it. Since we don't have to eat it, we can spend most of our time in a ketogenic state. And then when our body needs glycogen, it will create it and provide it for us as fuel. Okay? Having glucose in your blood during exercise means your body's metabolically flexible. It's doing what it's supposed to do, and your body has the fuel available that it needs in order to function and make your muscles do what you want your muscles to do. Okay? Don't worry about it. We don't want to be in ketosis all the time. You want to break ketosis at least a day, every day. Sometime every day, you want to be doing something that's going to break ketosis. We don't want to be there all the time. Okay? Keep that in mind. All right. Let's see. Everyday fitness. I'm doing low carb and my sleep is really, really bad. Electrolytes and magnesium. Start with that. I don't know if you're doing electrolytes and magnesium, Everyday Fitness 5, but hydration is more about, oh no, hydration is more about electrolytes than it is water. So making sure that you have electrolytes. If you're active, okay, the average person, I recommend a minimum 3 grams of sodium to 5 grams of sodium per day. If you're active and you're working out regularly and hard and doing a bunch of different things activity-wise, you could go higher than that. But a lot of people see benefit between 3 and 5 grams. They sleep better, they feel better, they have more energy, they don't have as much of the keto flu symptoms when they're making the adaptation and transition, things like that. So I highly recommend more electrolytes. Okay. I have a link, Drink Element. I do a lot of Drink Element. Redmond Real Salt, Redmond Relate is another brand. Those are my top 2 brands if you're going to do something and look for some kind of electrolyte supplementation. Okay. Drink Element and Redmond Relate. I have both links in my link tree. And then on top of that, magnesium can be really helpful. If you're, from the information that I've seen and people that I've talked to and studies I've read and all the information out there, most people are magnesium deficient, and you can probably benefit from supplementing magnesium. I take magnesium glycinate, I believe it is, magnesium glycinate. I take about 300 milligrams before I go to bed, like an hour before I go to bed every night, sleep like a rock. Love it. Absolutely love it. Hope that helps. Swendland. How much time should be spent on cardio versus weightlifting if you're trying to lose weight? All right, we'll go back to that question. You don't need to do cardio to lose weight. Okay? You don't need to lose weight. You need to build muscle. All right? I'm going to recommend that everybody watching this go to my YouTube and do a search for the video, what happens if you stop trying to lose fat? Okay, stop trying to lose fat. I have a blog on my website as well. That's titled "Stop Trying to Lose Fat." The focus on fat loss is getting people to spend energy on things that are not sustainable. Okay, because remember, fat, you can do a million different things to lose fat. I can have you lose fat in the next 3 weeks. Okay, just stop eating. That's not sustainable though. What's sustainable is fixing your metabolism, build muscle, improve mitochondrial density, remove things that are causing inflammation and stress, build in more efficient function, exercise. Okay, and then the fat will come off on its own. That's how this works, guys. Stop trying to lose fat. Start trying to build physical ability. When you build physical ability, the fat will come off because your body's going to start doing what it's supposed to do. And it's not supposed to have extra fat. We're not built that way. If we're using our body the way we're supposed to be using our body. Okay? So let's put it, I'll give you an example of Swendland, what I'm talking about. How much cardio do you guys think I do on a weekly basis? Okay. I am currently 50 years old. I weigh 185 pounds, and I am, I'll just say 10%. I'm under 10, but I'll say 10% body fat. Okay. I'm about 52% skeletal muscle mass. Okay. Which is 7% higher than my minimum that I recommend. I recommend men have 45% skeletal muscle mass. Okay. I have almost 100 pounds. I'm about 185. I'm almost 100 pounds of muscle. Okay. The rest is bone and water and skin and organs. Okay. I've gotten to this point. I've done CrossFit. I've done running things. I've done a bunch of different things over the years. Okay. The last year and a half, 2 years have been primarily traditional weightlifting with no cardio. I've gone through phases where I may take a day out of a month and be like, hey, I'm going to go row for 20 minutes, or I'm going to get on the treadmill and walk for a little bit, or I'll go on a hike every couple of weeks, something like that. But as far as having cardio as part of my workout routine, my fitness routine, I don't do it. I don't do cardio. Okay. I do enough things. I do HIIT training every once in a while. I do some interval stuff. I love to sprint in the summer when it's warm outside. I go to the track and sprint. I do things to maintain my metabolic conditioning so that I can, if I needed to run, I could, but I don't do cardio as a consistent aspect of what I'm doing because you don't need to do cardio for fat loss. And I'm not worried about fat loss. I'm worried about function. Can my body do the things I want it to do? Okay, something to think about. Blood work shows high potassium, magnesium is take. Okay. Oh, you do take magnesium. Okay, awesome. Yeah, I can't. It's really hard for me to troubleshoot everything specifically there. Fitness, everyday fitness, with what's going on with your sleep. There's a lot of aspects, there's a lot of things. What I would recommend is go to YouTube, look up Huberman Labs, and Professor Dr. Andrew Huberman has a really good episode on there on, like, I think it's like 8 tips on how to get better sleep. Okay. So that would be something you could take a look at. He goes through a bunch of different things you can do to try to get more sleep. And that may help. Hopefully that helps. Let me know that helps. Okay. Aardvark, very little. Not sure what that means. How many times a week do you lift? Currently, I am around 5 days a week. So I take 2 days off. Like I was talking about earlier, I do 2 heavy days. I do a general full body kind of movement, mobility, kettlebell, dumbbell, things like that. And then I do 2 days that are more speed, dynamic, plyometrics, some variations, and accessory work, things like that. But I get 5 days a weekend. That's what I'm doing right now. Cool. All right. Let's see. Good questions, guys. Let's see if there's anything on the YouTube side. Nothing more on the YouTube. Oh, wait, let's see. What would cause pain in the back of the knee? Having issues there. That could be about 8 different things, Rita. If you're having pain in the back of your knee and it's consistent and you can't figure out what's doing it and it's not going away and it's affecting how you walk, it's affecting your daily activities, things like that, then I would highly recommend go get it looked at. Go find a physical therapist and have them look at it. There could be something going on. It could just be a tight hip flexor, right? It could be a tight adductor. It could be you got something going on in your shin, right? It could be something more. So just go get it looked at and see if they can figure it out. They should be able to do some diagnostic tests, some movement tests, some, pressure here, pressure there. How does your leg move? How do you walk? Things like that, and kind of see if there's any indicators as to what could be causing that. But that's definitely something that you need someone in person, eyes on, looking at and touching and feeling to kind of see what's going on in your knee. Okay. So please do that and then let me know what the word is and how it's going. Okay. Deb's journey. Oh, good question, Debs. Do you count or track calories? 100% no. 100% no. I was getting ready to wrap this up, Debs, and now you're going to ask me a question that I'm going to get on a soapbox and I'm going to talk for another hour about why calories don't mean squat and you all need to stop tracking it. Not really. I'm not going to do it now. I'm going to make it quick. I don't track calories. I track actual food. Okay. My body can't use calories. Calories mean absolutely nothing. They are a measurement. You can't eat a measurement of something. That's like saying I'm eating 6 inches of something, or what, like it's not a thing. It doesn't physically, calories do not physically exist. You cannot eat them. Okay. What you can eat is protein. What you can eat is fat. What your body can actually utilize and physically do something with is protein and fat. So that's what I track. How much protein do I need to eat in order for my body to perform well, recover well, sleep well, grow muscle, feel good? all those things. Have good, healthy skin. Okay. Not have aches and pains and all that kind of stuff. How much fat do I need in order to have energy? Not put on too much fat. Okay. I don't want to gain weight. I don't want to gain fat. So how much is a limit? How much fat do I need to stop eating before I start putting on body fat, but still have good hormone function, energy, things like that? Okay. So understanding that tracking the actual food, regardless of what the calories come out to be. This is a big, big, big piece of what happens when I work with people, that usually takes them about a month to 2 months to go bing and realize that calories mean absolutely nothing, because we focus on the macronutrients. How much protein, how much fat are you eating? And then every single time, guys, if you knew how many messages I get from clients and people in my challenges and group programs and things like that, that message me and say, are you sure this is enough? The calories are so low, right? And they're freaking out because the calories are so, they're eating, 500, 600 calories less than they're used to eating, right? But then 30 days, 60 days, 90 days into it, they feel absolutely amazing. They've got more muscle. They've got more energy. They've lost a crap ton of body fat. They can do things like they've never thought they could possibly do before. They're not hungry. They eat usually 2 meals a day. Most people, I try to get to eat 2 meals a day. Okay. It's absolutely amazing. But not because of calories, because of the actual food. Track food, but not volume, or track in grams of food. Okay. If anybody wants to know what my process for setting up your macros is, get my book. Okay. I'll give you 2 ways you can find out. First off is go to ketodiet-getstarted.com. Okay. ketodiet-getstarted.com. If you go there, it will bring you to an excerpt from my book. In my book, this book right here, okay, Ultimate Ketogenic Fitness Book. In this book, there's a chapter on how to get started with keto. There's a whole section on setting up your macros and understanding how calories don't matter and what actually matters when it comes to your body's ability to use nutrition. Okay. Hey, awesome, Stacy. Fantastic. Thanks for the support. I appreciate it. And let me know. Please write a review and let the world know if you liked it or not. Okay. Hopefully you like it. I'm sure you'll like it. All right. So, Debs, if you're interested in getting your macros set up, ketodiet-getstarted.com, or better yet, to get the whole thing about, guys, my book is everything. It is literally, if you get my book, you have me in your back pocket. The book is how I work with people. So understanding my philosophy, the methods that I use, that's all in the book. Okay. So that's probably the best place to start. Besides that, watch all my videos on YouTube. I got hundreds of videos on YouTube. Watch them all and you'll get all the info you need. Okay. Take notes though. Take notes. Then you can write your own book. Hey, that'd be cool. Thanks, Wendland, 95. Let's see. Joyce on YouTube says, not worrying about calories is such a pleasant relief. Seriously, right? Just make sure you get the food in that you need and you're good to go. Rita, good. Thank you. Let me know how that goes. Claire Dant. Oh, it says Claire Dant now. Now it says names. Okay, this is interesting. Oh, because you're on YouTube now. You got off of YouTube, Mom, and you went on, or you got off of Facebook and you went to YouTube. You are eating way more calories than traditional measures say you should eat and feel good and don't gain weight and fat. That is another possibility. Some people, if you've been under eating and you start eating based off of the amount of food that you need, you may be eating more. And that is something that happens a lot of times as well. People are so used to under eating, when they start eating more, they're like, how could I possibly be eating this much food and not getting fat? Because you're doing what your body needs it to do. Okay. Cool, guys. All right. We've been on for 34 minutes. I was planning on like 20. So thank you for the questions. I love interacting with you guys. If you have questions, remember every Tuesday night, I'm going to shoot for 8 o'clock Eastern. Can't guarantee it's going to happen at 8 o'clock Eastern every time, but somewhere around 8 o'clock every Tuesday night, I'm going to go live. If you have questions, you want to shoot them to me ahead of time, that's great. If not, wait till the live kicks off and we'll get to it then. Cool. Thank you, everybody. I will see you next week.